in the game because it's so easy for the blue side team to turtle their blue side jungle and easily control.
I also think that, Cube loves on-hit cannon as well, so it's likely that Press the Attack comes in and he's just going to play side lane.
I think you can do that against Karma.
Can't do it. Can take over from a mid-game. But Gen G have been playing with a lot more pizzazz. They've been playing a lot faster, and if they can get around this map and get things going in the early game, this could be over very quickly.
Yeah. They have a lot of long range and a lot of stall.
And a lot of poke and a lot of pick.
They have it all, don't they?
Well, I mean,
they just don't have a good comp.
I feel like they don't have a good 5v5 we're going to run at each other composition. So we'll see whether they can finesse it as we get into game number 1. Damn, Gen G fans are super loud. As there's the moon that you were looking for before. What's next?
That's not a moon.
It was a moon. There was a crescent moon.
Not a moon.
Oh, man.
Hologram. That's all that it is.
For a guy called Low Standards, your standards continue to rise.
I totally know about your Project Bluebeam. Okay, let's stop.
Are we going back to Naruto running into Area 51 again?
Where are we going with this? Oh, that's not the UFO Corki skin. Oh, I don't think it's allowed in competitive.
UFO?
Yeah, is it?
I don't know about it being banned. I remember actually had a look at a list of champions that were banned.
There's a lot of banned
skins. Yeah.
Yeah, in competitive, it's very strange.
Like the legendary Anivia skin that was banned for a really long time that everyone had to use because it actually tidied up her auto attack animation.
Yeah.
But I think that's actually been fixed now, so it's okay.
For a lot of people that don't know, there's quite a lot of banned skins in competitive. And it is really strange that the reason that they're banned don't maybe get fixed or something so that the skins can be showcased, because some of them are really good.
Yeah, there's some cool ones. Actually, I wish I remembered a few extra ones.
No, there's a really cool one later on that will be given out at the end of this series.
Oh, nice segue there, LS.
That was pretty clean.
Yeah, this one's for our European viewers. At the end of this series, just before we turn off the stream, we are going to be gifting three Arcade Kaiser Chroma skins. Comes with the champion as well as the skin. That'll be popping up on your screen after this series is done. So once the Nexus dies, make sure you stick around till the end of the show.
Clients.
Yep, open up your clients. Get ready to type as fast as you possibly can.
EU-West.
Yep.
Not EU Nordic East. Unfortunately, I don't have those codes.
Yeah, sorry guys. And also no Oceanic or anything like that.
All right, good job, Atlas.
Yeah, it's
really letting them down
here. That's me dropping the ball. I apologize. I accept this blame entirely. You can see Peanut. He's going for a full clear minus Bertha, bottom side.
Well, Agatha's going to be paid a visit here in just a second by Bono.
And as you can see, Cube has gone press the attack. So it is going to be the on-hit cannon picked up here on Gen G's side. And actually, I respect this a lot because based on the rest of the composition, you were talking about, the difficulty for Cannon to get flanks, things like that. I think if Gen G try to fashion what they have into a teamfight composition, they're just going to straight up lose because Hanwha have a better team fighting comp.
Yeah.
So don't play into the hands of your opponent and instead play for a bit of split push. Play for a little bit of poking them out and sieging down turrets, things like that. And that is something that Lux and Ezreal can do fantastically well, and Life can even be utilized as some disengage potentially, but can also decide to start the fights when Peanut wants to.
The thing with the cannon, he has to press the attack, he's going to be going AD, and so he will be diminished to the split push cannon, but it's blue side, which means it's infinitely easier for the team to stall and delay Barons. Corki and Jinx can just try to scale up. Yes, Gen G with the Lux can control the openings to the left-hand side river leading into the Baron, but they don't really have a lot of damage to do it until way later on. So the Mountain Drake is super important for both of these teams. Yeah, it's the first one that's coming up, but like you said, team fighting is not really going to be on the menu. They can stall for an eternity, but the second that Hanwha Life, if they potentially get Baron, the game should, in theory, just end.
Well, Life is thinking about having an opportunity to start a fight up here, but Peanut's going to go back home. And we're not going to get any first bloods happening. with full summoner spells and, of course, a Thresh there with his Lantern. It's a bit of a tall order in order to pick up that kill without the ultimate. So Peanut's going to go home, buys himself his Balmy Cinder, and he's going to head back to his puppies, take them down. It's very even when it comes to the farm here in the jungle. I mean, Bono's heading straight back to his wolf camp as well. It feels like the timings for both of these guys are very, very similar. One extra camp going over to the Jarvan. That is that.
I mean, let's wrap it up here. We're all done. Now remember, key stat to pay attention to is the first turret.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because whoever gets that wins the game?
Well, unlike
more
only
often than not?
1/3 of the time, so maybe they actually don't want to get it. Who knows? But
yeah. I mean, it's still a better win rate than what they've been getting recently. And, okay. Peanut and Bono spot each other. And you can see that Karma's going to be going home. Should mean that Genji pretty comfortably just continue to collect their jungle camps. The Raptors just went down, so Bono just no real luck when it comes to getting anything from the jungle here. And he's a little bit behind when it comes to items for clear speed, so Peanut should be able to clear out his jungle a little bit faster than that of Bono. Although Skirmisher Saber does help a fair bit. Cuvée up here, waiting for Tal to walk his way back up top lane. He's not going to use the teleport very early, as his wave was in a decent position. Now Bono's looking to try and get this kill under Cuvée. Lightning Rush comes in, no knock-up available, and he doesn't have the Cataclysm. Cuvée now able to even turn some damage back here onto Bono, below half health. That is actually a big deal. Having that health lead from the jungle as Peanut's taking the Rift Scuttler on the top side, that's great news for Genji fans.
And Genji with Fly coming back in mid, looking to establish priority, but their blue buff might be considered an objective here by Hanwha.
They could potentially move on over. You can see Key, he's rotated out of this lane.
First item, by the way, for Corki.
Yeah.
That's not all that common.
It's a new one. What's the attack speed in the CDR?
Get another skin idea for you.
Oh yeah?
Bumblebee Corki. He just rides a bee.
Oh my god.
And then he can get Stinger, and then the item makes sense.
Well, here's the combo. It's a hell of a lot of damage onto Bono. The shield does come in, and he does manage to flash out. Now Fly finds himself on his own, and he's zapped to death. First blood, special delivered over to Songyun.
Songyun now going to be able to return to bottom lane with that first blood. He's already doing really well in the CS department to boot. First blood on the Jinx. And now turret plates are going to start falling in mid. And also pay attention, Lava's already into level 7. Fly has yet to come back into the lane. You can see that it's about 7.5. So we'll have to pay attention to how far behind Fly is, because base level, what is going on here? Kennen is 7.5. Thal,
he's 7.
Just hit it.
Yep.
He just hit it, so
all right.
The XP gaps definitely a little bit strange right now, and experience early on can really swing lanes. Take a look at how unfortunate this is.
Bono even gets the blue buff as well. Wow.
Fly is texting Ja as we speak. Asking for a buff.
We're going to need some updates. Cuvée doesn't. He's still winning. So if you're a fan of Genji, that is certainly an opportunity for them to shine. Hook is going to be just too short. Key needs a couple of extra links in that one, I think.
Yeah, I just needed a ruler.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. That was really, really, really funny.
Thank you.
Too many realies? Maybe too many realies.
Too many realies.
Yeah.
It's okay. You were flying away with it.
Yeah, it was. Oh, God, no.
Has to be known.
This is my life. Okay.
The key to victory. It truly was. Cast as lava. You ever played the floor as lava?
I have played the floor as lava before. I think, have you played the bath as lava before?
No. Who would ever play that?
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, I just wanted to stop the pun somehow, so maybe that's how I do it.
I was trying to come up with something.
Tal's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that one is. That's a tall
order.
Oh, you were thinking the same thing though. That was good.
I just can't believe you didn't do a Shaggy reference to get lava in there?
I mean, I was trying to get a lava in there, but you know, how do you do Bono and how do you do Cube?
Well, if you're a U2 fan, Bono's pretty easy.
Okay.
I think they're coming to Korea.
What about Cube? Hit me.
No.
There are so many. Yeah, of course. Just let me down always. Right at the very end.
Jesus. Damn. High standards over here. HS. Sitting on the desk with me, old mate HS.
All right. Bono, he's going to start up the Rift Herald right now. Shelly, not too happy.
Nope. It is a slight advantage, though, for Hanwha as far as gold is concerned, so he should be able to utilize the extra vision. Yeah, typing.
You have to get his pizza.
Matt is like, where the heck is my support?
You ever play solo queue and you see that happen sometimes?
What, that person
Someone
just
like
like
idly clicks a random location in the landing AFK.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Well, all too easy. The Rift Herald started about 10 minutes, and he's going to get taken. And the tempo that Gen G had throughout their entire series against Griffin is certainly no longer present. Big advantage for Lava in the mid lane. Slight advantage on the bottom side, but of course the first blood goal going over to Sangin, and the fact that he's a Jinx is going to mean that that's even better. Only Cube with any sort of lead, and that's a lead that we were expecting. Don't know what Gen G's options are really, because they have a composition as well that can't really afford to fall behind like this, especially when you look at what Hanwha are packing on the other side.
And we're going to have to see how they want to utilize the Rift Herald. They could choose to just keep accelerating the Jinx. There is all 5 plates still remaining down there in the bottom lane.
Yep.
But maybe they just want to finish off this mid turret here. And honestly, getting it against the Lux is super big. Normally, the mid-tier 1 turret is such a thorn in a lot of team sides when they're trying to capture it against wave clear mids in the mid game.
Lux is a great example of a champion that's pretty good at clearing out these mini waves. Peanut's going to slink into the top side as Tal deals with this wave quite effectively. Q to get the siege minion there as well. Peanut's looking for it, waiting for that opportunity to try and get Cube even more of an advantage. Up here, gank the winning lane has been a strategy that Peanut's been used to for a long time, but has to be patient. Did find his window though. Flash immediately from Tal. Gets under the turret, but he is well and truly dead. Peanut very tanky. This stage of the game, and more plates are now going to be able to go over to Gen G. And Tal, he used his flash. Gen G invested in neither of theirs.
And Lava
is well and truly going down.
Yeah. Five's just going to recall right in front of it. Shelly, she's going to get a second hit off on that mid-tier 2. Cube, meanwhile, though, getting himself so many plates up in top lane.
Yeah, should get a decent chunk of this tower's health bar. 13 minutes into the game. These plates aren't going to last forever. Only one more minute on those, but Gen G's life for a blue buff, please. What actually happening here is Fly's being denied every single time. And the Mountain Drake should be going over to Hanwha, no question. As there is no one here to try and defend. Cube gets a siege minion wave though, and the Karma was off putting a control ward down, just watching this tower.
Yeah, I don't
oblivion.
actually know why Thal is playing this so captain carefully. This is really weird. This cannon is really, really big now. Level 11. Now, Thal is about to hit 10. As soon as a minion collapses, he will get it.
Yeah.
But the cannon is so big that he should be able to convert this into quite a few advantages for his team until he begins to taper off. Maybe 10, 15 minutes from now. But up until that point, he will be a force to be reckoned with. As we saw in the replay, it was a pretty cookie-cutter kill.
It was. Pretty comfortable there. But Peanut being patient, waiting for the right opportunity. Managing to nail the ultimate, much like he was in the previous series this week. It's a good news story. Ruler, he's almost towards his first couple of items. That longsword is a cheeky one. It might mean that we've got a Trinity Force Ezreal game on our hands for Ruler. They do have a lot of CC elsewhere. I mean, you can understand why a Trinity Force might be opted into instead.
Might be looking for damage. As we already talked about, in the 5v5 straight up, they do lack it.
Yeah.
And so trying to get that Trinity Force to have just a little bit more going for him could be what is on his mind. As Kennen, I mean, you can see a ping is going on him now.
Yep.
Thal was saying, yeah, this isn't solo queue. Can I get some help here?
Yeah, better jungler wins. Something like that. As Cube just going to freely get auto attacks on the inner turret. The fact that he can play this far up so comfortably, certainly kudos to Gen G and how they've played around that top side. Bottom side of the map, everything even as far as farm is concerned. I feel like that First Blood didn't really amount to anything in Hanwha's favor apart from stealing permanent blue buffs.
And the game is really, this has been a slow night.
It has been a slow night. You are absolutely correct.
This is truly, someone Zillion need us here tonight at the LCK.
We need to play a different version of the Song of Time, I think, in our game of Majora's Mask.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Yeah, I need to the speed up. The Song of Double Time, that's what we need.
You know, talking about speed up and time and whatnot, did you see the Osu world record?
Oh, I think I did. I saw a bit of it, like the video on Twitter. I did see a bit of it. It looked completely insane.
And I guess the kid was 15?
Yeah, really, really young.
And then less than 24 hours later, it was achieved by another person.
Really?
Yeah. That's really weird.
That game is really, really hard.
That looked insane.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting.
That's super cool.
Osu.
Do you know what's also interesting?
What? Hit me with it.
Slow League of Legends. I love it. Look at all these wards around here that we now have the opportunity to talk about.
Jorge Romero is very happy right now.
Ah.
I got the director right? He made all the zombie movies. Come on, back me up here.
I'm not
Even if I'm wrong, just back.
Yes, no, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah. I stand with you.
All right. That's what LS stands for, Last Stand, by the way. So.
Do you take that rune every time?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Coup de grace? No, I don't need that.
That's why I play so much Karthus.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I need
You don't take that.
Alright. Okay. Bottom key. Make their way down. Peanut is still lurking in the shadows. Cube is just slowly but surely taking an inner turret on the top side of the map.
See, I mean, I'm glad the Poro's having fun.
Yeah, at least Peanut's enjoying himself, you know? Yeah.
He's having the time of his life. Let's get a zoom. Yeah, that's a really good zoom. Baolan. That's not Baolan. That's life.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
All right.
Hey, what do you want to talk about? Open up the menu for me. Come on.
Looking at the script?
Yeah, we're on Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. Take a take a pick.
What, microwaved scones? I can't do his voice very well.
You don't know about Fugu?
Fugu? What's Fugu?
Fugu is the scuttle crab whenever it costs you the game or a kill.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's the Japanese poisonous blowfish that if it's not prepared correctly,
it'll murder you.
You will die. Okay, much like
Rule of
a poorly captured scuttle crab.
Yeah. Key finds himself on the wrong side of the turret. Takes half of his health bar in damage. The Ocean Drake is going to go freely into the hands of Bono, as Gen G just didn't really care. So once again, back to not having too many things on this map to fight over. And if we were to say a team that's winning, I guess you'd have to say Hanwha, because they have 2 Drakes. And they have a scaling composition.
Okay. I thought we were going to do something like they're 50 gold ahead. How can Gen G ever... Oh, never mind. They're not even ahead anymore.
No, they're behind. Oh, and that mini wave goes down. Gen G even further ahead.
Well, Gen G's ahead now.
This is over. Let's call it. Just run it down.
Now, let's point something out, by the way. The first turret.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a scary stat in this game now.
It is.
Because it could just be foreseeing the future.
And Where did it go down? It went down in the mid lane for Hanwha, right?
Yeah.
They were the ones that were able to lock that one up.
So they have a 33% win rate when they get that.
Scary.
It is, yeah, quite scary.
Okay. Bono and Lava looking to try and get some punishment here. True Shot Barrage flies in. Bono doesn't take too much damage. The rest of Gen G are going to turn up here. This might actually be a fight as Fly is in position. Peanut looking for his positioning as well as Life has the Moby Boots. He's able to be fine. And Cube, he's doing that split push thing, bottom side of the map. This is exactly what this man is known for. Yeah, he's going to have Infinity Edge soon, and he's going to do a hell of a lot of damage.
Well, Karma now running down there, and the issue is that she fell so far behind in the laning phase. She just doesn't have any of the AP items. Also, what is that item that Thal has?
Which one?
Hold on.
I can't see them right now. Let me,
You don't want to see them.
Oh, really?
The observers are doing you a favor, trust me.
Does he have Morella Nomicon?
No, no, no.
Oh, the Forbidden Idol?
No, why does he have...
Because he's building in
Sensor. No, but if you're just going to go AP Karma against this team composition, you don't need the Seraph's Embrace.
Yeah, that's weird.
You just don't need it. You're not team fighting. You're not against a wombo combo team composition. Even if on paper you read down all the champion names, you would think, oh, okay, well, Kennen goes in with Slicing Maelstrom, Sejuani ults, Lux casts some spells.
Yep.
But realistically, that's not the way that Gen G coordinates their fights.
Nope.
It's not how they posture around for things, and you know what's coming at you. So it's so bizarre to see it itemized this way.
Well, the Kennen is still just having a great time. See whether when Tal gets into a team fight, we can actually see what he's trying to go for. You can understand just press some buttons anywhere near the Jinx, and good things will happen. 2 items in for Corki, 2 items in for the Jinx. I believe Sangyun's still looking for one more before that spike is truly gained. A couple of Zeal items is generally where you're feeling happy as the Jinx. Ruler, however, I believe is towards his Trinity Force. Haven't actually checked in on Ruler's items just yet. Been paying too much attention to all the shiny Infinity Edges elsewhere. Cube gonna break the chains. Continue to smack down these minions as, yeah, Trinity Force has been completed.
So Seraph's Embrace quest has been completed as well down there, and you can see that anytime that Karma can land abilities, if there's not a minion wave in close proximity, Cube can't heal back up, but it should hit a breaking point where Karma can just slowly wither and move him away until the healing gets out of control.
At least the lifesteal here is going to make sure that Cube's life is pretty good. That is
He's still taking damage.
He is.
Minions. Yeah, it's not the greatest sustain here.
As
Nalthal and
control ward can be teleported to. Jinx teleport gank onto Cube. What do you reckon?
Oh,
The dream.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, package available.
You know what those look like? Rolls of paper towel.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like that.
It really does.
Toilet paper package.
Maybe Lava's going to clean up a mess.
Maybe.
Or is he going to explode? Is he going to be like Yellowstone Park? Is he just going to explode all over Genji?
Wow, you talking about that the volcano?
Yeah, the super volcano. Yeah.
It's really scary.
It is.
I read about that. I was like, like the 2012 thing all over again, the movie?
It can, you know, do you ever end up on YouTube and somehow you fall down the rabbit hole?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And you're like, well, post-apocalyptic, how it can happen type video?
Yep.
Yeah, Yellowstone tends to pop up a lot.
Yep, that one would certainly be in there. True Shot Barrage, a lot of damage onto Key. As you can see, bottom side of the map, Cube winning out against Lava. Package had to be used defensively, as we saw earlier on. The big zoom giving us an idea on who has control around this area. The Mountain Drake might be where Gen G are going to put their attention as Life Binding goes wide from Fly. They do have control. Face check ability of Hanwha is challenged by this Gen G squad that do have so much of that pick CC. And Ruler is the one that gets delivered the blue buff. Interesting.
Gets the blue. Hanwha Life looking like they want to just cheese the Baron. They have a mountain. They have a great composition for shredding it too. Teleport.
The teleport is coming in here. Cuvée deciding to go for the flanking play on the AD cannon. Not necessarily the best flanking champion. However, they are going to be able to stop that Baron from going down. And this outer turret can get sieged by this composition pretty comfortably. As you see, Ruler with his new blue buff and all of his mystic shots does a fair bit of damage here to the Hanwha squad.
Gold score's even here. 25 minutes.
But there's an Ardent Sensor now on the Karma. There are 2 defensive items and 2 attacking items on the Jinx.
Yeah, well,
like a pretty good time to fight right now if you're Hanwha.
Let's see if Hanwha Life can actually manage to coordinate.
They need to coordinate their Corki into their team at this point. Cuvée resets the dragon. Continues to lie in wait. Wanting to stay out of vision here of Hanwha. It's feeling very tense though. This game is so extraordinarily close. I think this next fight can really dictate how this game is going to look after that one is done. At the moment, Vision is going to be in control of Gen G, but not a lot of wards available on either side to be put down just yet. Okay, Hanwha looking frisky. We're looking to dash over this wall, but he decides to go forward.
He's almost out of mana. And, I mean, oh well, forgive me, please, sir. He has the open Drake, so let's pay attention.
Yeah, well, this Drake is going to go down. And Gen G, that was just all Ruler. Standing up in the faces of Hanwha and not being bothered at all. Even the True Shot Barrage getting a bit of value there. Feels like Ezreal's been the name of the game today.
And yesterday.
Aiming. Yeah, and yesterday, of course. You know, you're watching Death. You're watching Ruler. Ezreal really is that that big ticket. Yeah. Impressive play so far. Even if nothing really happened just then, was still able to create a lot of space for Gen G to work with. And if they can play this 4-1 effectively and continue to build Cuvée this lead, you can see a win condition now for Gen G that they're pulling out for themselves.
Yeah, Cuvée has a 2-level advantage right now. We're going to see how close Thal is to level 15, I'm sure, in a second. But Cuvée comes down, Blade of the Ruin King.
Oh my god, he needed to land that stun. That would have been the solo kill. But,
if he landed the Shuriken, that would have been it. Now, take a look here. Not quite sure how this Manatee swims through air, but
that's what he's doing.
It is pretty impressive.
He uses spatulas for wings. That's what he does.
Must do something. That's what the tooltip says.
Yep, must do something. Propellers. Do you have the old spatula icon we got many years ago? The spatula icon.
Who would ever use that?
I do. I love it.
Says a lot. Says a lot about the icon and the people that would use it.
Hey, what's wrong with it?
Nothing. Don't worry, Atlas.
Damn. You've been ruthless today. You've been really wholesome at some points and then really ruthless at others. I'm getting very confused.
It's okay.
I'm on an emotional roller coaster.
Well, the games aren't a roller coaster.
No, I needed to find a roller coaster somewhere. KT, when are you playing next? Because Ruler, he could be in trouble. Zap is going to land. In fact, he just takes everything Super Mega Death Rocket flashed away from. Don't know whether it necessarily needed to, but maybe the splash damage, even if it had been tanked by Peanut, would have been enough. There's a lot of aggression there as Ruler will probably be going home, does so. See whether any more items can be picked up now that he's got a whole lot of them. Blade of the Ruin King, Trinity Force, and the Miramon are done. Ninja Tabi also there, augmenting that build.
Okay, here we go.
That Baron started once again. Teleport going to bring Lava towards this fight. Ruler walks on over. Control vision here in the pit. And the cannon is just walking up. Doesn't have teleport available as Fly down extraordinarily low. Package is going to make sure that Lava gets back towards this pit as there's the final spark.
What?
True Shot Barrage in there as well. Peanut gets into the pit, but Sungyun locks down the Baron. Bono tanks a whole lot of damage and then gets out there safely. And you can see Cuvée couldn't find any inroads into starting off any fights. And he's 80 cannon anyway. They had to just watch the Baron go down.
We're going to take a look at the replay because that was... I mean, that Baron just really encapsulates the game that is currently on hand.
There was a Baron fight.
Oh, yeah.
No one died.
Give it to me one more time.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here. Fly ends up casting the exhaust onto the Corki. Final spark comes in. Bono goes into stopwatch, says, Peanut, good sir, please get the Baron.
Yep.
But unable to do so.
And he got into the pit. He managed to get down there.
Yeah, he did. He got into the pit, but didn't matter as...
들어가자.
다행이다.
야, 세주랑
That's all okay.
It's okay.
It's
It
gonna be
is
fine.
okay. It is okay, guys. But maybe make a little bit more of a controlled Baron call next time out. Okay?
Yeah.
That was not exactly the most optimal.
So, who do you think's winning right now, Atlas?
I think we're winning. I think the viewers are winning.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's who I think is winning. As Hanwha fans are winning as well, because this is a game that's competitive, right? Like, Hanwha have not had many of these in our recent history. They are certainly making Genji work, and they've got a Jinx to a point where she's got a hell of a lot of items, a whole bunch of shields as well, and looking for even more. Zangi getting excited. Now, we'll see whether Genji actually decide to pull the trigger. It is Corki versus Kennen on the top side of the map. Teleport advantage for Genji in that lane. You see they're unable to really defend, as this tower is already down to half health. Genji are going to have to make a move if they're going to stop this tower from falling very, very quickly. Well, eventually takes that one down. Minion wave a long ways off.
They should get one more hit at this turret, and realistically, you could just sacrifice one member to ensure that you get the objectives that you're seeking, and it wouldn't be such a bad decision, but they're not even going to need to do it.
Yeah. It's going to be broken bottom side of the map. Baron buff just too strong for Genji to deal with. Back has to come in for Cuvee as Lava is much more powerful than the Kennen at this stage. Feels like the Kennen's time to shine is over. It's all about this Corki damage, as you can see. Infinity Edge as well as the Phantom Dancer and another Zeal Dance does a lot of damage.
This could be the day of upsets, Atlas.
Yeah?
As Hanwha Life, they're only ahead about 2,000 fold. Well, hold that thought.
Yep, Bono's going to go down extraordinarily low. Inhibitor is taken. How is Bono just going for the distraction play? Don't worry about it. Back comes in. Baron, power play of 3.5k. Large amount of money being picked up here by Hanwha as they move towards a 2,000 gold lead. I don't know how, but this game is still very, very close.
In theory, it shouldn't be. The Jinx and the Corki should just be so much stronger than anything that the Genji team comp has, and we can basically see that the Kennen, he's not really accomplishing all that much. He's able to be matched by Corki now, who has the teleport.
He does do a lot of damage. And he's
he
like
get on
more
top
than
of them.
Flame Horizon Tal. But Tal is just way more useful, right, in a team fight, because he's got his Ardent Sensor, he's got his cool cup, and barely even really matters.
We're gonna end up waiting on the next Baron. Open Drake is live, and neither team is taking it. So Elder Dragon still ways away.
Yeah, taking it would be good for Hanwha, you'd have to assume, trying to get to that Elder Drake as quickly as possible, meaning that this dance becomes a little bit easier. Lantern going to be taken. Bono goes and joins Key. Hanwha want to once again regain control around this Baron area, despite it being 1.5 minutes away. When we come over, lots of vision available as Life Binding connects there. And,
Peanut is going to need to look for some sort of a miracle engage.
Okay.
Right now. And if he can't find it, then Sangyun and Lava should eventually just be able to wither away and chip at the turret. It's all going to come down to this. Cuvee, you can see he's a little bit hard pressed.
Well, Life Binding comes in, gets rid of the whole shield as the final spark connects also. Brewer can land all the poke, and it's good news, but you can see Cuvee pushing against super creeps without a Baron buff is pretty comfortable, as Hanwha have to back away.
Back away after getting some push in that top lane, but comes at the cost of the bottom lane situation, which is Cuvee escorted all the way to the inhibitor turret.
Look at these gold bounties as well. This is really silly. How is Ruler even on gold with Sangyun at the moment? Very confusing after that first blood going over to them. Even on gold, but actually has a 500 gold bounty. Strange. Cuvee, gigantically far ahead. 600 gold bounty on his head also. 1,000 gold is the lead. Gen.G have actually clawed it all back, having taken that turret on the bottom side of the map.
You watch Stranger Things Season 3?
I haven't finished it yet. I'm up to like the last episode or two. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. You're not a fan?
Which episode are you on exactly?
I'm up to episode 7. I'm at the very start.
Weird. I'm on episode 50.
Oh god. Well, Cuvee is on a rough episode himself as he's flashed already, and then he was put inside the cage, but Lava has to go into his stopwatch. Cuvee able to get out with the lightning rush, and Hanwha Life don't even want to chase him. True shot barrage, it comes down, he's looking for the Corki. Wouldn't have hit him, but Lava heads up anyway, and Super Mega Death Rocket flies towards the fountain to see whether the Lightning Rat was going back home, and Cuvee once again clutch in the outplay scenarios.
Yeah.
And knowing that Bono was bottom side, Gen.G will just move towards this Baron.
Teleport
it's
available.
Down extraordinarily low.
They
Baron
can't whiff this.
Yep, teleport is coming in as Bono. Are they just going to be able to turn onto him and take him down? The answer is no, but Peanut has his mind on taking down the Baron and does land it as well. Key's going to fall. Gen.G have pulled the trigger. They're looking for the Baron. They found it. They're looking for the team fight. They found that one too.
They managed to get the Corki. And now, Sangyun and Thal, they're going to be on the retreat. There's only one cannon minion that's on its last leg right now, so not going to be the most impactful push, but you can see that Fly, he ran all the way back to get that minion wave with the Baron going. Cuvee down there in bottom, he's going to start shoving out that wave as well. And now, Hanwha Life, they're going to be on the back foot. They cannot lose a team fight or the game can end.
Oh, yeah.
But Jinx is actually one of the best ADCs in the game at wave clearing.
Especially against Baron, because of course it gets a lot of the minions get a lot of magic resist, not as much on the old armor front.
Let's take a look here. So they come down into bottom lane and they think that, well, it's just a simple cannon, right? Wrong. Yeah. Absolutely
This is
not.
6-item lifesteal cannon, and you don't have your Morella Nomicon.
What? Why did you have to do that to me? Look at this smite fight.
Yeah, that was actually an opportunity for Hanwha.
Yeah, to just salvage the game state entirely. They had a wave in bottom had they got that, but Peanut coming in clutch with the Baron secure.
I'll check
Now
it out once again.
They're in the driver's seat.
7-6 as far as the turrets are concerned. All of the inners and outers are down. And as you can see, the inhibitor has now respawned on the side of Gen.G. They have the Baron. They have a Wit's End on their cannon now, who is doing a hell of a lot of damage. This guy is real scary. The double flame horizon is on the card right now. 430 CS at 38 minutes. Ain't bad at all. Not impressed?
No.
There we go. Well,
Froggen would have more right now, especially in a game like this.
Yeah, Froggen often has more.
Yeah. 3.5 minutes until Elder Dragoon ends up coming up.
Indeed. Very even as far as the Drakes that both of these teams have. It's not like we're going to have a better Elder Drake for either team. In fact, it's going to be exactly the same. Cuvee moves back down towards the bottom lane where he feels like he belongs. Looks to push this one further forward. Ruler's teleporting back to the mid lane. He's got Mortal Reminder, Luden's Echo, all the items that he could ever want. 6 items done for the Ezreal is a big deal, especially when he's got so much missed damage here. 1-0-2 and 2-0-1 for both of the carries on Gen.G's side. And Fly, he's got his spellbook and he's turned it into an exhaust as well as a barrier.
Yeah, and this push, though, only 25 seconds remaining. Buckle up, Atlas. We're going Elder.
Yeah, I think so.
How excited are you?
I'm really excited. 3 minutes time, that is when the game is going to begin. Unless Cuvee just takes down this turret by himself. I don't know. We've still got 10 seconds left on this Baron. No?
We're going to have one final team fight.
All right.
Okay.
Around the Elder Drake?
The game will conclude.
All right.
Okay. Just wanted to inform you of that.
Just putting the script right out there.
Yeah, I am having the time of my life right now with you here.
Your sarcasm makes me really sad. But pretending that you were being sincere makes me happy. So that's what I'm going to do.
That's it, right?
Yeah. 4,000 gold is the lead that Gen G were able to create with that Baron play. Much better than what Hanwha were able to do. But still unable to actually break through the base. Having a look at the items that have been completed here, you can see the Lux has a really cool hat. Void Staff's done as well, sitting on a stopwatch. True Shot Barrage avoided. Ramble back. Going to survive just this once. Want to deliver that one over to Sangyun, who's going to turn up and collect the red buff.
Well,
now this late game question. It's a weird one too, because we were talking about the fact that the scaling is certainly there on the side of Hanwha. It just feels like Gen G didn't get that memo, and they're actually able to play out this composition in the late game really, really nice.
Well, Lava and Sangyun are not doing the best of jobs of utilizing their hyper carries here in this game, and the stall component that Gen G has going for it is allowing this Kennen to just really get out of control. Like you were saying, almost the double flame horizon in top lane. I don't know how often we get to see something like that in competitive, but right now we also have a split pushing Sejuani, so yeah, anything's possible. Pigs might fly.
Well, I mean, Peanut, we'll see whether he can show us.
The Poro's not a pig, okay? And you are extremely inconsiderate for insulting the Poro.
Bristle's a pig. Now, why is calling something a pig an insult?
You know what? That's not Bristle.
What have you got against pigs?
That's not Bristle. This is
Bristle
a
in
different.
A costume.
No, it's not different animal, different stable.
Oh no, really?
You know, I haven't been able to use the word stable in a long time.
You've been a bit unstable, have you?
I've been a little bit. After watching this, I might. You know, it can do things.
I'm pretty sure your therapist just recently said that as well.
I'm gonna need a therapist.
I haven't been able to stay stable for a while.
Oh man!
I feel like I'm right there with you. This game is going
losing stability.
All right, Cube's popped the ultimate. Doesn't actually need to connect anything with it, as well as Cube's just going to take down this turret with the Corki on the bottom side of the map, missing a whole bunch of its health bar. It is going to be the Baron going down over to Gen G. Can they get to this Elder Pit before it's taken down? Do they even need to? True Shot Barrage is going to spot exactly what Hanwha are doing, and they're going to lose an inhibitor and the Baron in trade for the Elder Drake.
Which means that they have a very thin timing window to try to end the game. So the Baron is going to last quite a while. And Hanwha Life, the upside is that, well, now they're really strong at team fighting. So if they can somehow convince Gen G, if they can wave a hand in front of their face and say, let's fight right now, they can Jedi mind trick it because they are blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
So if they can utilize the Jedi mind trick and convince Gen G to fight, they might have a chance here.
Cube has, he was given a lot of recurve bows this game. He has his rapid fire cannon. He has his Phantom Dancer and his static shoe.
Hey, broke the item limit.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to message
and
balance
he's a Blade
about
Master
that
as well. It's crazy.
Oh, let me hit you with some of the worst. You want to hear an absolute tragedy?
Yeah.
Why does a spatula and a recurve bow make a Blade Master instead of a spatula and a BF sword?
Yeah, that's weird.
That doesn't make any sense.
No. And, I mean, recurve bow spatula would make more sense as the assassin item, too,
exactly.
right? I mean, that's actually fine.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Someone made some mistakes. But, I mean, the spatula is a weird item anyway, so maybe they just decided to say that it's strange, let it be strange. Which is, you know...
I thought, you know, the spatula... I don't know.
Cube doesn't walk very fast, but he does a hell of a lot of damage. Cannon is terrifying. And the double flame horizon has almost happened. He's 4 CS away from the double flame horizon.
Okay.
How many?
Is he gonna get it?
How many?
Have you ever seen a triple Flame Horizon?
In games where like the top laner goes AFK, yeah, I guess. But like,
so solo queue.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone's ever seen a bedroom, right?
I don't think so. I actually don't know. If it has happened, tweet at us. Let us know.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Maybe in like the 94-minute game, it might have happened just because those numbers were absurd.
Oh, that's possible, yeah.
But I mean, both of the AD carries had gigantic CS numbers that game, so it's hard.
This isn't real.
Yeah. Well, this is 45 minutes in, and Gen.G's composition is still going. It's still chugging along. We've done it. The double Flame Horizon is in. Secured. Doesn't mean anything now because money's irrelevant. But, fun thing to talk about. Fly just needs Zonya's Hourglass completed, but he's got a stopwatch, so that'll work for now. Ruler sold his Luden's Echo and has bought a more of Malmortius instead.
Give me a movie critic review to describe this game. Like, if this game is up on YouTube and you're looking at the description.
Slow, steady, and reliable. You know, it's watchable, but it's not really going to knock your socks off. If you're looking for something exciting, maybe go watch the
Oh, okay. All right.
But
I was thinking more along the lines of going to the park to watch the grass grow. You know, like that might be there.
Paint dry.
The last time you saw,
dry.
Is it cicada?
Cicadas?
Every 17 years, right?
Every 7.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't have as much cicada knowledge as I'd otherwise like. I apologize. I didn't know that I'd need it in Gen.G Hanwha life. But
well,
I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known. Cuvée static shivving this wave like a beast. I think he's got close to 100% crit with this build. The amount of Zeals that he has and an Infinity Edge, yes, he does. I believe. But the siege is continuing. The Baron has dissipated. The Elder Drake no longer there. Okay, Key almost exploded. The ultimate going to follow there, but a little bit late from Peanut. That means that Key's able to make it back to the fountain. Without one of the members here, the siege has been working. Remember, Inhibitor going to be back up in 15 seconds. Gen.G wanting to break this base. Otherwise, actually, the amount of control they have goes down after this extended siege instead of up.
All right, well, they are
their opportunity.
Marching on.
Okay,
Bono's
not
had
able
enough.
Yeah, he's not able to get the Cataclysm, though. Flame Chompers come down for no joy. And Cuvée says, yeah, you guys fight. That's fine. I'm killing minions. That's my job.
Okay.
Hook's going wide. Not finding their inroads.
Corki hurts when he can get a hit.
Yes. And Cuvée is not exactly the tankiest. He just does a bajillion damage and has 4 trillion attack speed.
Yeah. And Songyun, he wave players for days, so watch him paint dry. You ever done that?
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, often I'd be doing something else, like waiting for the paint to dry.
Oh,
but
okay.
I guess I've looked at the wall while the paint's drying. It's not exactly super exciting, but it's fine.
Okay.
600 CS. We're almost up to the triple Flame Horizon in the mid lane for Lava.
This is just a true testament. You already know that game number 2 is going to end in 22 minutes now.
Yeah.
Players are not going to voluntarily sign up for this. Okay, this isn't Jin Air.
Well, now the face check does come in. Winter's Wrath getting a lot of value here as Bono Cataclysm's in and flags and drags out. Ruler able to get out of the way. Super Mega Death Rocket. Not going to find too much.
Oh.
Final spark onto Lava. Uses the package to get out of the way. Cuvée looking for a flank, but remember, he's not the flanking cannon. This is the AD cannon, the flash forward, the flash to get out of the way. Bono doesn't have Cataclysm, and the Rat will escape. Does have to use flash as Hanwha. Use this opportunity to jump onto the Baron, but Cuvée says that he just wants to win the game. Glacial Prison comes down.
Peanut!
The Baron stolen by Peanut in the back of the pit, taking absolutely no damage. Teleports. They're committing. It is going to be the Lava going back. He does have a lot of damage. He's trying to stay here, but nope. The Nexus is now exposed. Ruler wants to kill everyone, and he's going to. The Nexus is now dead, and Gen.G just steal the game right from under Hanwha Life.
And what a fast-paced ending.
That went from 0 to 100 about as quickly as you possibly can.
That was really, really fast.
Yeah. 165 is the highest amount of CS that anyone's got in a game before. And so, look, we're not going to be beating that anytime soon. But we were getting up there. You know, we're in like the top 20, something like that. No, there's like 700 numbers going forever. Yeah. Sorry, mate. We're not.
No one did any damage this game, realistically.
For how long the game went and the amount of damage potential on all of these players, yeah, very, very little amounts of damage. And it's crazy that Juve did only 18.5k because I felt like he was trying to hit people whenever they were near. But Corky on 20k is an odd one. I mean, I felt like the Lux mid was just there, didn't actually do all that much, but did land some clutch light bindings. It was a fun game. In the end, it had some slow moments, but otherwise, I was really interested with how like Gen.G actually played out their draft, and I'm trying my best to stay positive about this, and you are not helping me at all. Well, Snack, okay?
I have some pretty low standards.
Well, I mean, I think that's me. I think I've taken your name for this one. As we are going to go to a short break, guys. When we get back, we will have game number 2 between Hanwha and Gen.G, and we'll see whether we can challenge the clock on that
Threaten me
one.
with a good time.
I'm thinking 70 minutes. Beautiful. See you after the break.